So he's recording. You gotta watch what you say. You don't want to say fuck, right, Dork?
It's okay.
I was thinking we should say grace before dinner
Great.
to make us look good.
So this one is a bit of a family affair. I got my sister with me, and we're in Wells Gray Provincial Park, and we're gonna go see everything there is to see. We're gonna be camping, hiking, and more importantly, we're gonna be chasing waterfalls, a lot of them. So come with me as I take my sister out of her comfort zone and into the Wells Gray wilderness. Let's go.
Scoot down on like your butt, but it's good. I hate doing this in front of people. I mean, you.
Oh. I was like, where?
Okay, welcome back to the channel. I'm just out here at Clearwater Lake campsite. My sister, and more importantly, my doggo, have came out to meet me. We got the dual canopy set up because yesterday it rained about as much as you can rain. Alyssa's got the, what year's your truck?
2018.
2018 F-150 with the, oh, dog's in the way. With the truck bed tent. I'm in the van. These are Ozark Trail canopies from Walmart. 10 by 10 over there, keep it dry. 8 by 8 over the table, keep it dry. Anyways, we're about to go explore this campsite a little bit. And yeah, that's pretty much that. We'll explore this campsite, and then later today we're gonna go check out some of the bigger sites in this area. But for now, the campsite. We should go to the right.
Oh, okay. Here is the Bears campsite.
So here's the viewpoint. But yeah, last night I camped in that campsite, or the night before, and now we're in this one. Strategically on each side of the
So this is a short little trail to Offspray Falls. First of all, while I was there, yes, I did see Offspray. And another thing was, this was an absolute stunner of a location. This whole campsite, Clearwater Lake, was really beautiful, but this was the highlight. So let's look at Offspray Falls.
That's the Clearwater River. These are the falls here. That's the falls you can see up in the top. Yeah, it's gonna hop down here. You can see all this rock. It's very volcanic looking, all down below me. And you can see all these little bugs. It's like the shells of a bug. Clearwater River. All down there, you can see all the volcanic flows. Pretty unreal spot for being right next to the campsite. 10 out of 10, highly recommend. This place is rad.
One more thing I think should be noted is that these falls are actually what holds up Clearwater Lake. So for that, we're thankful because we just had an excellent 4 days canoeing on Clearwater and Azure Lakes. If you haven't watched that video, you should watch it. Like and subscribe, and then follow me on Instagram @Sergeant. At this point, we finished our dog walk around campsite. We walked all the way up to Clearwater Lake itself, mostly so I could show my sister where I'd been canoeing the past 4 days. And from there, we checked out the other end of campsite, which had a bridge with a nice little view of Falls Creek. And there was also a nature hut, which I'm sure had interpretive programs for kids and adults, but we did not go to any of them.
Okay, maybe it's for everybody.
Yeah, I think it's for everybody.
At 2 o'clock, you can learn edible and medicinal plants.
Yeah, I know. I was thinking about doing this on mushrooms.
And then we had a nice breakfast, and then we finally hit the road to go to Norman's Eddy, the first actual stop on our trip. So this Norman's Eddy hike was just down the road from our campsite. It was marked in our guidebook that we got from the Wells Gray Information Center, and that's the only information we're going off of. It was a short but nice meander through the woods that led to an eddy on the Clearwater River. As to why it's Norman's Eddy, I'm not really sure. You can use your imagination, but I'm choosing to believe that Norman once found an incredible amount of gold here in this eddy.
What do we got here? Harold Gordon Turner. Memory of my sweetie pea. Gone fishing.
Aww.
Oh, that's it. This is Norman's Eddy.
Don't let him go too far.
Oh, this is Norman's Eddy.
Shout out to Norm. This is a great place for the dog to cool off, and if it was a little bit hotter, or if I had someone here to impress, I probably would have went for a dip myself. Anyways, it's back to the van and on to the next one.
Oh, okay. Not just that you know.
There you go. Don't get it twisted. I always do my part. Anyways, we're now at the Ray Farm. This is a little interpretive trail that you can go around the lake, go to the homestead, and all the way up to the mineral springs. As a pro tip, I would not do the full trail unless you just wanted to hike the trail. There are quite a bit of bugs. My sister complained about the mosquitoes quite a bit. I also got bit. Didn't complain,
No, Jackson.
but they were there.
Hey.
So we just went to the lake, and then we went up to the farmhouse. The lake didn't really have any nice viewing platform. The farmhouse was nice, and the mineral spring was very lackluster. And this is Wells Gray. There are so many more things to do and see. To spend my time to go look at these mineral springs ain't worth it. Check out the farmhouse and get out of there and start looking at waterfalls.
You see how it really starts to open up?
Yeah. The trees in here look different than...
So this is a nice viewing platform that allows you to look around and really see the homestead in full. And these signs explain how John Ray went about eking out a life way up in the Wells Gray wilderness, including burns, and it gives you a lot of information about this mineral spring, which is the only mineral spring I needed to see today. And as we continue along, more of the homestead starts to come into view, including the cabin.
I like that they need a warning. Do not enter that building.
I would enter it.
It's unsafe.
Looks fine. Absolutely mint.
This is actually the second cabin built on this property by John Bunyan Ray, which is an absolutely heroic middle name for a trapper turned homesteader in the Wells Gray wilderness. In the summer of 1911, a single John built a smaller cabin next to the lake. Later in life, John became a Canadian citizen, built the bigger cabin we see today, which became a necessity when 54-year-old John married 20-year-old Alice Ludke, dog, and had 3 kids with her, dog. They lived here until 1946, and in 1947, John passed away to his 3rd heart attack, dog.
There we go, 1932 to 1946. John and Alice Ray farmed this land. The children, Bob, Doug, Nancy, John, Alice, are buried over here overlooking the land.
Wow.
Huh? R.I.P.
R.I.P.
And as we leave the Ray family to rest in peace, we're moving on, because didn't I promise you some waterfalls? So let's go see some of the biggest, baddest falls that Wells Gray has to offer.
And we are walking through the Elkin Falls parking lot. Want to see Elkin Falls, the granddaddy of Wells Gray. So let's go. See, lava. Pyramid Mountain, lava plateau. Pyramid Mountain is a volcano.
Oh.
So that's why
Left it under the ice.
there's lava out here. Myrtle Plateau. So Myrtle Lake, I would like to canoe it one day.
Okay.
It's in Wells Gray, off to the right. That's the largest canoe-only boat, or canoe-only access lake in North America, but it's like the Myrtle Plateau, I guess.
Ooh.
Okay.
Elkin Falls was discovered in 1913 by land surveyor Robert Lee, which would be an absolute sight just to stumble upon. And in 1939, Wells Gray became a provincial park, and ever since then, Elkin Falls has been an absolute staple site. At almost 500 feet tall, people come from all over the world to see it. And let's be real, Elkin Falls is an absolute stunner, a true beauty. I'm happy to see it. I'm happy to spend some time basking in its presence. We're now moving on to what me and my sister both described as our favorite falls of the day, Dawson Falls. First things first, that is what they call the Mush Bowl, which is actually pretty cool to drive over in itself. But back to Dawson Falls. Like I said, this one was both me and my sister's favorite falls. There was just something cool about it. And it was nice to have to walk. I think it was about half an hour each way. Flat, easy, but it feels nice to walk. It feels like you're discovering something, Robert Lee style. But these falls are beautiful. They're 100 meters wide, which is the size of a football field, and they are absolutely spectacular.
Definitely have to go down and get a better view.
Now we're back to camp, Pyramid Camp, which is a new campsite, which is right next to Elkin Falls. And we await our parents' arrival, because boy, do they bring us a nice spread.
There's the buns. And then I've got relish and mayo chup.
Nice.
And then if anybody wants ketchup instead, there's ketchup in the little bags. I didn't bring my big bottle.
Stolen straight from.
And relish. Yeah, stolen, that's right. Relish. And there's paper plates, and there's napkins, and I need a fork. There's one more fork. I don't know what happened to all my forks, but I only have spoons and knives. So I got a bunch of knives.
No worries.
But I figure I'm the only one who needs a knife and fork because I'm having mine without a bun. So
I'm gonna have mine without a bun too because I had a turkey bun witch.
I'm
gonna have 2 buns.
You can have as many buns as you like. I've got 6, 7, 8 buns.
Nice.
So you got lots.
It's a pretty impressive spread, Mom.
Hey, thanks. Pretty good, eh?
Pretty good, indeed.
Yeah.
Moms are the absolute best, but I do have to give credit to my dad for doing the cooking. But with that being said, we're just going to sit down and have a family dinner. So that's pretty much it for the end of tonight. But we do have one more falls that we got to cross off our list tomorrow. So I'll say goodnight to you now, and I'll see you in the morning.
Oh, bud. What's up, bud? Oh, you sleep better?
Pardon?
You sleep better?
Yes and no. He slept better. I had to pee so bad. But it was so cold. I couldn't get up.
Okay, we are just packing up camp here at Pyramid, and we are headed to Offspray Falls, our final one we're touring today. And yeah, that's the plan. We're gonna get out of here early, go to Offspray, get her a Tim's tea, and we'll be done with this trip and on to the next adventure.
So first of all, contrary to what my sister said, it was not that cold last night. This is in the middle of summer. Anyways, we're on our way to Offspray Falls. Offspray Falls is on the way out. That's the only reason we didn't go yesterday. It made way more sense to do it on our way out. So we're doing it this morning as our final taste of Wells Gray.
There we go, on the way to Offspray. Final stop on the tour. Pretty done though.
Waterfalled out.
Yeah.
Maybe this is why TLC said don't go chasing them.
Well, there you go, Offspray Falls. So that's it. That's the end of this episode. Wells Gray Vanlife, chasing waterfalls with my sister. Peace.